Greetings and welcome to the Daily Devo for Wednesday, the 20th of September today. And our devotion is entitled Responding to Jesus. Responding to Jesus. There's passages from Matthew, Mark, and Luke today, and again, you'll see them. The verse quoted is Matthew 12:30. Whoever is not with me is against me, and whoever does not gather with me scatters. Whoever is not with me is against me, and whoever does not gather scatters. Matthew 12:30. It's going to be one of those devotions today where it's choose for yourselves today, right? It's going to be about it's all in or not at all. There's no middle ground when it comes to following Jesus and believing in him. Many followed Jesus as he walked into rural Galilee, but not everyone who followed him responded to his ministry in appropriate fashion. Consider the group of Pharisees and teachers of the law who had come all the way from Jerusalem. They did not like what Jesus was teaching about Sabbath day because it conflicted with their traditional views. Consequently, they responded by linking what Jesus did to Beelzebul, the name they used for Satan. This response to Jesus was both foolish and gravely dangerous. Satan was the great disruptor of life, the strong man Jesus had come to tie up. It made no sense that Jesus was somehow connected to his household while working to defeat him. What is more, this response to Jesus was gravely dangerous. The persistent linking of Jesus to Satan worked against the very faith response the Holy Spirit was seeking to build in them. At some unforeseeable moment, this persistent battling against the Spirit's work would become irreversible, and saving faith would become impossible. Jesus' extended family also responded badly to his ministry, Mark 3:21. They thought he'd lost his mind, whether out of concern for his well-being or out of concern over the shame he brought to their household. They came to sweep him off the public stage. A third group responded to Jesus' ministry with a wait-and-see approach. They were intrigued enough to follow Jesus into the countryside, curious about the miracles he performed, but doubtful that he was the son of David, Matthew 12:23. They were waiting for more evidence. Prove it. Just one more quote-unquote sign from heaven, Luke 11:16, might help them make up their minds. None of these responses to Jesus are acceptable. And when confronted with them, Jesus drew a clear line in the sand. Either you are in or you are out. Either you're in or you're out. There's no middle ground. Whoever is not with me, the verse they quote for today, Matthew 12:30, whoever is not with me is against me. And whoever does not gather with me scatters. You are a tree bearing either good or bad fruit. There is no room for arguing, no room for delay, no room for wavering. There is only room for unequivocal, unwavering faith. We see those examples all through the Gospels. People saying, I'll follow you, Jesus, but first let me. I want an out option. I want a clause in the contract, as it were, that where I can pick the time and place that I will follow you. Or there's those that Jesus says one day he'll say to them, well, how do you call me Lord, Lord, and not do what I say? See, that's that middle ground we think we can have as followers of Jesus. We're either all in or we're not. Simple as that. No punches pulled here with Jesus. He's very clear about these things. He encourages us to be all in, to sacrifice whatever needs to be sacrificed to make that happen, to be all in. Following him, listening to his voice, obeying him, making sure that he is why we do what we do, that we've crucified the old self so that it doesn't get a vote in things anymore. It's one or the other. Either you're for me or you're against me. Simple as that. Simple as that. And so we've got to make that decision. The title made me think of the words that Joshua spoke to Israel toward the end. Choose you this day whom you will serve. Either the God of Israel or the God your fathers worshipped back when they were still slaves in Egypt. But as for me and my house, we will choose the Lord. And the problem comes when we think that's who we are. But in reality, the priorities of our lives say something else, that we're not all in. We've still got, we're still trying to hold on to this world and the things of this world, the value system of this world. With the other hand, it doesn't work. Again, Jesus will talk about those choices. You can't have two masters. It simply will not work, because the time will come when you got to choose one, because they'll be in conflict with each other. They'll be in conflict with each other. Again, it's clear. The evidence is all there. The words are all there. The scenarios unfold there. We see it in the scriptures. We see it in the scriptures. Either our response to Jesus is either all for, or if not, then it's all against. Blessings to you today on this Wednesday.